That's what.
Yep, that's 100% what the mask is. If you're new here, I'm a narcissist. I have narcissistic personality disorder. So very rarely will a narcissist show their real self to other people outside of the house. And if they do, if they slip up, if that mask comes down a little bit, they'll put it back on immediately and blame you for the reaction. Let's say they yell and scream at you in public, like, shut up, leave me alone. And they'll look around at everybody else like, oh, sorry guys, sorry. Y'all know how the married life is. Y'all know how kids are, like stress. And then they'll take it home and blame you for their reaction. Why do you make me react like that in public? You know I only get like that because of you. You caused me to act like that. And a lot of times you as a survivor or the victim will internalize the blame for that because you get treated differently than everybody else, don't you? Because if they're treating everybody else in their lives good, you must be the problem, correct? That's exactly what a narcissist wants you to think. What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. I am self-aware, diagnosed narcissist Lee Hammock, better known as mental illness, across all social media platforms. I use my platform to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy, and also validate victims and survivors of said disorder. This series is dedicated to making my TikToks and YouTube shorts longer. Let's get it. So the one you just watched, if you didn't read the caption, it said, "But I never saw him or her abuse you in front of me." And do you hear the song in the background? That's what the mask is. That's what the point of the mask is. That's the narcissistic mask. Because very rarely will you ever see a narcissist unmask themselves, quote unquote, go raw, become, be who they really are in front of a crowd of people. Very rarely. Does it happen? Yeah. Sometimes they don't care. Sometimes a narcissistic person does not care how they treat you in public, how they are received in public. Some people don't care. There are different levels of narcissists, y'all. There just are. Some people, most of them, a lot of them, care about their reputations and care about how they are perceived in public. So they'll treat you good in public. They'll treat everybody else good in public. They will, do so many good deeds. I think Dr. Romney, or I don't know if it's a psychological term, but I've heard people say Dr. Romney refers to it as communal narcissism, where the narcissist is a huge part of the community, giving back, doing good deeds. Has a job has a job in a high esteemed position, like a firefighter or a police officer or a doctor or something like that, where they're saving lives. So they're saving lives. They're doing good deeds. They must be a good person. There's no way they are treating you terribly in private, right? Because they treat everybody else good publicly, but I never saw them treat you bad in public. So you must be mistaken. That's the dynamics. The people closest, y'all need to realize this right here. The people I say this all the time too. It's like a broken record. The people closest to a narcissist will get treated the worst. And I say the people closest to a narcissist, I don't mean just the wife or just the husband. I mean the kids. So there are a lot of kids. There are a lot of kids of narcissistic people. There are a lot of, parents of narcissists. There are a lot of friends of narcissists. There are a lot of cousins and family members of narcissists. There are a lot of co-workers of narcissists. The people closest to the narcissist are going to get treated the worst because you get the last little bits of the narcissist's emotional capacity. Narcissistic people, including me, including myself, we have limited emotional capacity. Low, limited. Low, limited. Low means limited, y'all. My cup, this is your cup of emotions. You wake up, you can fill it up. This is mine. I have holes in mine. It will never be full. And because it will never be full, it's always going to be empty. A lot of times it's going to be empty. You know what I mean? There's a bottom to it, so there's going to be some emotions in there. I can feel the full spectrum of emotions, but I can just cut the care off. That's why I feel like a lot of narcissistic people in their element, we can cut our emotions off, and a lot of people look at that as a weakness. You have a weakness. You can't feel love. You can't feel empathy. You can't care about people, Lee. You're a robot. And then I look back at y'all, and I feel like I have a superpower because I'm able to cut my emotions off and not connect to a lot of people emotionally. Because I see what y'all think love is. That trauma bond shit, that shit y'all keep going back to, that toxic mess that y'all keep bringing your kids to. that toxic stuff you keep your kids in, that toxic stuff you keep going back to, that's the love that y'all bragging on? I don't want that. You can have that empath love, or whatever the hell you want to call that. You can have that. I don't want that love right there that y'all hold on so deeply to, that trauma bond love, or whatever you want to call it. That's pain. That's not love. If that's what you consider love, I don't want that. Love should not hurt. Y'all be bragging on your emotional capacity. I can feel all the emotions, Lee, and you can't. But guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to feel all the emotions and waste them on somebody who doesn't deserve them. Ha, ha, ha. I'm going to spite you. You can feel all the emotions. You can have all this huge emotional capacity. You have your full little cup right here, right, that you're bragging on, but you waste it, pouring it on somebody who doesn't pour on, who doesn't fulfill you. You waste it, pouring it into somebody who doesn't care about you like you care about them. You waste it, pouring it on somebody who is not going to give you what you give them. You waste it. So what is the point of having this huge emotional capacity, this huge heart, if you're going to waste it on somebody that's going to break you? If you're going to waste it and give it to somebody who doesn't deserve it. That's the point. I want y'all to win. You have this huge emotional capacity. Do I get jealous sometimes? Yeah, I get jealous. But I want y'all with this full cup right here that you have. I want you to use it on somebody who deserves it. Use it on your damn kids. Stop using it on these terrible ass bum ass men, these terrible ass bum ass women, and wasting it. Oh, I got all this love. I'm going to waste it on the toxic ass man. I got all this love. I'm going to give it to this toxic ass woman and neglect my kids. But I'm not neglecting my kids. I care about my kids. They just watch me get abused. You care about your kids, but you keep taking back into an abusive environment. That's caring? That's caring. Y'all about to see a real Lee Hammock. I done been long enough being silent, being nice. You're going to see the real me. Y'all want to see that's what the mask is. I want you to win bad enough that I will talk mean to you. It's not me talking mean to you to keep you in the same position. I want to jar you into understanding that I hope your kids grow up and cut you off if you stay in a toxic situation. I hope that. Because you want your kids to turn into me, not the good version of me that's helping people. You want your kids to turn into the terrible version of me that was hurting people. Because your kids are going to see that. You saw it. Your narcissistic ex, or the person you keep going back to, they saw it. And your kids are seeing it now. And this generation of kids are cutting their parents off, toxic person and enabler, at an astonishing rate. A lot of people I talk to on one-on-ones, they're going no contact with their parents, not with their significant others, with their parents. I had to go no contact on my mom because she wouldn't leave my toxic father. And my mom blowing me up, she's crying, she's sad because I'm the only person she has in her life, but because she cut all her friends and family off because of my toxic dad, and she doesn't want to leave him, so I can't watch my mom get treated like crap anymore, so I had to cut my mom off. How would you feel if your son, your only son, cut you off because you refused to leave your toxic ex because he watched you get abused? He got abused. She got abused. That's why I want kids to have the best chance. Your kids deserve to grow up better than you do. That's why I say, y'all gonna think I'm mean. You're like, Lee, you're victim blaming. No, I'm not victim blaming. I'm going to empower you to take your power back in situations like this, to raise your kids in a healthy environment, to give them the best chance. I stayed for my kids. You stayed for your kids. So you stayed to keep your kids 100% of the time in a toxic environment. If you would have been able to leave, they would have split time or got less time in a toxic environment. They'd have a reprieve, some freedom. I've talked to so many adult children of narcissists, those kids that grow up that are adult children of narcissists, right? They grow up and they resent both of their parents. Not one, both. They grow up and they hate their mom for not leaving their dad. They grow up and they hate their dad for not leaving their mom. They hate you, both of you. You want your kids to hate you? I don't want your kids to hate you. I don't want my kids to hate me. So I'm out here grinding to be a better person, to try to change lives, to try to change the world. So if you think I'm mean, this is your worst video, this is my worst take, I hope you take it to heart. I hope it hurts your little heart that you brag so much about your emotional capacity. You brag so much about being able to love. I hope it hurts your little heart because I want your kids to win. Your kids deserve a better chance to grow up. Your kids deserve a strong mom and a strong dad that are able to break the trauma bond. And I know everybody's situation is different. Finances are going to be different. Locations are going to be different. Culturally, religiously, it's going to be different. But I want you to win. Give your kids the best chance. Why are you having kids? You're not going to give them the best chance. I had a baby because I thought it would fix our toxic relationship. I knew our relationship was toxic. I ignored the red flags. So we still had a baby together. I thought they would fix it. And now the baby's getting neglected. And so are you. Neglect rolls downhill. It doesn't roll uphill. You know how people say shit rolls downhill? Neglect rolls downhill too. So if I'm the top of the mountain, I'm pushing the ball of neglect down, it hits my wife. And guess what? It keeps rolling downhill, it picks up speed, it hits my oldest son. It keeps rolling downhill, it picks up speed, it hits my middle son. It rolls downhill, picks up speed, it hits my daughter. They have kids. It's still rolling downhill, it hits them. That's where generational trauma comes from. You can stop it. I see a saying all the time. It said, it ran in my family until it ran into me. Stop it. You can stop it. You can be the stopper for right now. I know we all come from different backgrounds. We all have trauma. We all going through it. I have narcissistic personality disorder. I go to therapy for it. I'm battling it. So you can't come to me and just like, leave the trauma bond is strong. I got narcissistic personality disorder. You want to talk about the trauma bond? I got the disorder. Let's go. Let's heal together. That's why my shit says mental healness. I don't see it as an illness. I see it as a heal. I see it as I talk to people all the time about reframing your experiences and using different words to empower you. Instead of saying I have a mental illness, which I know a personality disorder is not a mental illness, it's a personality disorder. But I said instead of a mental illness, it's healness. I'm gonna change the word. I'm not ill. I'm healing. I'm healing people. I'm helping heal others. If I can't be cured, I'm going to help heal others. That's my goal. So y'all gonna get meanly, and I don't give a damn. Y'all can get mad at me, you can unfollow me, whatever you want to do. I'm here to help the ones that want to be helped. I'm not here to give you a damn excuse to stay in a toxic relationship. Maybe it'll get better. Maybe it won't. What carries more power? The chance of it getting better or the chances of it getting worse? What carries more weight? What's more likely to happen? The chances of it getting worse carries more weight and is more likely to happen than the chances of it getting better. The pendulum has swung. The scale is unbalanced. The only thing that you can work on getting better is yourself. You can work on yourself and take your power back and heal in this environment. You can. What's stopping you? What's stopping you? So many people have broken the trauma bond. So many people have stepped through the trauma bond, broke it, fought through, and are living great lives, and their kids appreciate them for it. Is it going to be a battle? Yeah, it's a battle sometimes. But if you want to leave, don't go try to have a kid right now. Don't try to stir into the skid. If you want to leave, don't get married right now. If you want to leave, don't buy a house right now. I was forced into buying a house. You wouldn't force. You can say no. You're not married. I don't have any friends or family. Rebuild those relationships. Reach out to them. Say you're sorry. Don't let pride be the fault. That's me. Pride is my fault. Ego is my fault. Ego and pride are a narcissist's fault. Don't let it be an empath or a codependent. Don't let that be your fault. How is that your fault? Why do you have to fall? You don't have to fall. You can lift yourself up. You can be the strongest version of yourself. You can be the best version of yourself. And I know people like, Lee, this video makes it seem like you have empathy. This is where it kicks in, y'all. I'm a motivational speaker that just happens to have narcissistic personality disorder. I'm not a narcissist that's a motivational speaker. I'm a motivational speaker, somebody that empowers others, and I just happen to have a personality disorder from trauma. And I'm not letting it stop me, so what are you letting the trauma bond stop you? The trauma bond is so strong. If you know the trauma bond exists, if you can acknowledge that the trauma bond exists, you can break it. And if I believe you, it doesn't matter. I can believe in you all I want to. If you fail yourself, why does me believing you matter? I blocked a girl the other day because she just, this is my cup. This woman got assaulted in front of her kids. Her kids called the police, thought their mom was dead. And guess what she did? Didn't press charges and went back to this man. I told that woman, I was like, your kids deserve better than that. And I blocked on everything. Y'all gonna think, lately, you're mean. Nope. Your kids deserve better than that. They just do. Your kids watch you get drugged out of your house and beat up, and you decided, oh, I know I'm trauma bonded. You go back to this person, bring them back around your young kids, your young son, your young daughter. You keep them in that house. I blocked on everything. I don't care. I hope you're watching this. I can't block on YouTube. I hope you watches this. Your kids deserve better than that. That's why I blocked you. I give up. I said, y'all not like me. I give up on people. I do. I can cut. Like there's where the limited emotional capacity comes in. Y'all done seen Lee's mask held up for a long time, has a nice Lee, friendly Lee. Boop, 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 boop. You're too nice to be a narcissist. That's the point. Y'all think everybody's so damn nice. Like, you're so nice online. That's how they trick you. I thought they were nice online, and they got the cheeks, and they disappeared on me. Boo, 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 boo. They tricked me. I thought she was such an influencer online. She was so nice. I clapped the cheeks, and she waved goodbye. She hurt me. Stop believing everything you see online about people's personalities, y'all. Learn about people, listen to people, and watch people. That's all I've done. That's all I've done. Y'all can screen record the video, you can share it, you can get mad. I just like really don't care no more, y'all. Because I want people to win. It seems like more people are losing. Don't use me as a beacon of hope to stay in a toxic ass relationship. Just don't do that, y'all. I know this video went off the rails. I don't care. This has been a long rant. This has been a long, hopefully empowering rant. If you think I'm victim blaming, I don't care. You victim blaming me. I'm not victim blaming anything. I'm victim empowering because those kids are victims. Those kids are victims that can't protect themselves. You can protect yourself. The kids can't. You brought them into the world, but they can't protect themselves because look, mom or dad keeps going back to toxic relationships, bringing them back around and stuff. If y'all, literally, if y'all go back into toxic, abusive relationships where there been some death threats and things like that, some attempts at your life, please give your kids up to somebody else. If you have another parent in the picture, give your kids up to them, please. Because your kids deserve better. They just do. Anyways, y'all, rant over. Like and subscribe for more or unsubscribe. Whatever you want to do. I'm here to help. I'm trying to bless people. I'm trying to empower people. Whatever you want to do. Like, turn on your notifications. Mental Illness is out. Peace.